Alright, this is P.O.C. The population of stalkers who commit kidnapping together. They committed kidnapping as an entity with the Ontario Police, who were stalking at the same exact ARCO this morning during the 8 a.m. hour. It is currently 12:46 p.m. And the entity has this fake sun through the window of the Starbucks as I'm on video on July 4, 2025. And this entity is engaged in under what is a fake sun as I'm showing you the crime scene where ongoing gang stalking is underway. It's under federal law. It's USC Section 2, Title 18, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. This is federal stalking. They're engaged in surveillance, and they're engaging in surveillance in this environment, affecting your communication devices. And these are demons that are also monitoring you. They're monitoring your physical movements. They're engaging activity while you are in this environment. This is relevant to what is activity while they're in this environment, keeping you under surveillance, including on the roads and the highways, inside of buildings. That's why when they're driving outside and I'm inside a Starbucks documenting the P.O.C, the entity is engaged in what is stalking with impossible eye inside a Starbucks. The Starbucks where they committed kidnapping at what is 7:15 in the morning. It is 12:45 p.m. If that would be 1:45 p.m. during daylight savings time when this entity committed kidnapping. This entity also committed kidnapping with the Ontario Police Department, Hazelwood and Owens, at this bus stop where the entity has the fake sun rising at 7 in the morning, and it's still here at 12:45 in the afternoon, speaking to a surveillance system amongst the demon-possessed who engage in share in harassment, terrorism, and kidnapping. That is the system that Jason Isaac Fields and Tracy Banks have utilized with regard to the kidnappings by the Ontario Police. That is designed to engineer, that is manufacture while they make false allegations, gang stalking with the demon-possessed police that are engaged in stalking and psychopathic pacing with them in helicopters and in airplanes, where there are, by the way, from Terminal 2 and Terminal 4, only one airport, and the entity is engaged in what is stalking, as I've shown you, while not only by virtue of flying miles over here to then hover west over this parking lot, but the entity is just like that engaging in cartwheels, and they're doing so under the fake sun, also proof of stalking and mental illness, while the population shares in that. This is what an entity is engaging in while they're defaming my character on the venue of the internet, whilst taking responsibility for my intellectual property, stealing my identity, engaging in what is defaming me in order to steal money and property that belongs to me, while the City of Ontario is actively conspiring murder, which is shown through the evidence of criminal surveillance, targeting that's not just by the government, that's mentally ill demons stalking in planes. While I'm at the same address, 434 North Euclid Avenue, where the airport is located south of Hope Boulevard. Hope Boulevard's down yonder, and there will be no takeoffs hovering in this position, and they're not doing anything other than stalking under this fake sun. All of them together. This is the demon-possessed population. Jason Isaac Fields is mentally ill as well. He's a psychopath, and this is the psychopath that thought he was some sort of puppeteer, and he's not. He's a puppet of Satan, and he's going to federal prison with regard to every kidnapping that the City of Ontario has committed in furtherance of my murder, so that Jason Fields would try to avoid federal prison, and what is my ability to survive this gang stalking system, expose it, prosecute it, and prosecute him. It is currently 12:49 p.m. This is the entity that has the fake sun in the same environment. All those license plates I documented. The other employee that was gang stalking this morning with the silver Acura. What were they all under? And what are they doing? They're engaging in stalking as a population. And that fake sun doesn't remain over them while they're all manner of stalking in this environment. We're not all experiencing the same environment. And this is impossible to be in Florida, which is 3 hours ahead from me, 3 hours ahead of us. This is the entity, as you see me cross the street, it's not remaining through their vehicle, which is what I'm documenting while I'm on the roads and the highways. For example, Omnitrans. It's not going to create what is engineer light, 56460T3. It's a co-conspirator of murder, stalking with engineer light, which is relevant to the certifiable conduct of demon-possessed people who will be clinically diagnosed regarding mental illness as they conspire the murder of someone that they are gang stalking with the government. And this is what is putting Fields in prison. This is the exact same location where I stood this morning. And the fake sun, right here. P.O.C. And this is where the Bethel congregation is, where the fake sun and the airport is flying over there while the fake sun's over me over there, which is big picture, the same exact location. It hasn't moved. And it's not in Florida. It's not even in Riverside, California. It's not even at Hope Boulevard in this same city on Euclid Avenue. It's remaining over the same parking lot. This is the pattern of conduct, and this is where the psychopaths engage in stalking, blatant and obvious targeting by the police department that committed kidnapping by Hazelwood, who is a psychopath. He is at nightfall stalking with with light, as the entity is doing with what is engineered light, which they're all under while a fake sun remains over me. That's a psychopath, and that's mental illness exhibited by a demon, a puppet of Satan that's wearing a police uniform, that's targeting through the abuse and exercise of fictitious authority under the municipal code, while they are engaged in what is gang stalking me, placing and creating this very economic state, which Jason Fields sought to exploit and falsely depict my character in order to steal my money and get away with stealing my money and property. All right, this demon, this closeted homosexual, this Jezebel spirit, he's going to federal prison. He is a felon, and he is engaged in what is gang stalking in concert with the state of California. This is P.O.C. It is currently 12:51 p.m. at 434 North Euclid Avenue. The city of Ontario is gang stalking and furtherance of murder. That airport is being shut down. The Ontario Police Department is gang stalking and furtherance of murder. That police department is nothing other than a criminal organization, and they're paid stalkers. All right, and they're engaged in what is targeting me as I expose Jason Fields, and I'm exposing Jason Fields while the Ontario police have been gang stalking me for years, seeking to create the perfect circumstance to engage in murder. This is the pattern of conduct, P.O.C.